tripping the rift.
I'm kind of scared.
Should I get the legal department on the phone?
Well, I am not going to go into details. However, the main character was an alien named Chode.
Okay.
Yep, we're just going to stop right there.
Stopping it right there.
We're going to go into more movies of 2015. Now, with all these great movies released, and I've just started watching Fast and the Furious 7. I didn't get to watch the
They're
whole
on
thing.
the 7?
7.
Wow.
And there's more to come. And I don't know how they're doing it with one of the main actors being dead, but that's because I haven't watched the rest of it to figure out how they're doing this. One of my favorites came out in the summer, and I wish it had hung on longer than it did, but it did not. It got buried by a lot of other stuff. And a lot of people gave this mixed reviews. You either liked it or you hated it. Jurassic World. And a much anticipated movie for myself and the fans, because every year they would pretty much say, well, it's coming out, and then they would
It was like a tease
stretch
that
it
was
and
dangled
say,
in front of your face for a while.
Now, one of the reasons I understand, because a hurricane came and trashed their set. That happens, so that would give a reason for it.
Yeah, it's a terrible travesty. They have to recover
Right.
from blah, 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 blah.
But
Hollywood, you have the money.
I don't remember or honestly know why. The rest of it went really good movie with the exception of that one thing, and I'm going to say this because if you haven't watched it, too late. A chick in high heels outrunning a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let me think about this.
Well,
The T-Rex was old, so there's that.
And you
it's
have
old
the
and
unbelievable
slow.
traction of the heel sticking into the earth.
Okay.
So she can corner like a
Oh, yeah, you
jackrabbit.
can pivot.
And the T-Rex had eyes like Brenda. One went this way, one went that way, and it couldn't see her.
now, I don't know if this is true. Maybe it's just an urban legend. Maybe you can correct me. But did they actually take out some of the original Jurassic Park pieces out of storage and use them
They took
in
out
the new movie?
I heard that they took out the Tyrannosaurus Rex robot for a couple of things, but they weren't working. A lot of the stuff, the vehicles they did take out,
And weren't
one
the
of them.
raptor heads when they were in the cages?
No, they didn't. That was CGI'd.
Not in the cages. They said
Yes,
those
yes,
were puppets,
yes.
I
No,
thought.
no. That was misunderstanding. I thought as well that they had used some of the animatronics, but some of them were a little too outdated, and they were having issues getting them running. So whatever animatronics you did see, if they were of the original concept, it was very small. The rest of it was new stuff, and CGI craftably made the look as well as it did. And one of the best things ever seen was the largest dinosaur animal on Earth taking the good old the abominus or whatever the heck it is and eating it.
Now,
yeah.
being a little bit of a nerd, what I've noticed on all Jurassic Parks is the time and dedication that they put into the audio for those
Yes.
movies. You can hear the thumping in the background. You can hear the stuff in the woods. You can hear the stuff out in the forest.
And they do such a great job of putting that on surround sound that you think that the dinosaurs are actually around you. and if you got the chance to see it in IMAX in 3D, which we did not, I heard nothing but good things. We did see the original Jurassic Park in IMAX in 3D. That was incredible to see the dinosaurs.
When they did the re-release.
Cleaned up so well that you could almost reach out and touch the Triceratops face of that. But it was cool to see this come back out, and they are saying there's 2 more on the way. So if you're a fan of the franchise, be patient. They take probably about just as long as the Transformers series to put out because there's a lot of CGI.
It's usually a 2 to 3 year gappage.
Now, I don't understand this with the CGI stuff. Why does it take so long if it's so easy to do this? To
Integration. I mean, do you remember, and this is low-tech, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I do remember that
Okay.
one. Good movie.
Do you remember the scene where, I don't even remember his name, but the private investigator grabbed him by the throat?
Yep.
Now, if he grabbed him by the throat and his fingers were